Right, hello everybody and welcome down to Trafford Golf Centre. I'm Matt Fryer and today I'm here to help you out understand what is causing the starting direction and the actual curvature of your golf ball. Now, if we were to understand what is actually causing our shape of shot, surely, hopefully, we should be able to have some more control over them and put them into better positions on the golf course, which theoretically should help us lower our scores. Now, after a conversation with my dad, probably a lot of you watching know my dad's also a coach as well. One of the key things he's told me, as one of his successes of being a good teacher over the years was getting his clients to understand the relationship between the club face, where it's aiming at impact, and the direction the club head is swinging at impact. And it got me thinking, there's a lot of videos out now on the internet looking at different things, whether it's shallow in the shaft or putting it into bowed wrist positions up at the top, and I've not seen loads, helping us understand what our face is doing at impact and where the club is travelling at impact. So today's video is to help you gain an understanding of those two factors, like I say, to hopefully help us hit better golf shots at the end of it all. The main cause of where our golf ball starts, or the most important cause of where our golf ball starts relative to our target line. Now, if we think of our target line as a straight line, i.e. A to B, we have our ball as A and the flag, or whatever the position is, the point in the fairway we're trying to hit it to, as B. If it was a rifle, we'd shoot it in a straight line. Now, golf isn't that simple. We can't always hit the straight shot. So the main reason for our balls to actually be starting away from our straight line is all due to our club face and where it's aiming relative to that line. So good thing here, if I just pop that on my face now, as you can see here, this is going to tell me if I were to make some swings as I impact the golf ball. Obviously I'm going to impact it with this stick on, but this is going to indicate where my club face would be aiming relative to my target line. So 80 to 85% of where our ball starts is due to where our face is aiming relative to that target line. So if I were to just take my setup here now, and we'll just pop a line on the screen for you. If I were to come down and make a swing and see that this arrow now is out towards the right hand side of that target line, the ball would start out on the right hand side there, depending on how close that was to my target line. Again, if I were to make a swing and see it pointing left of target line, like this one, again, my ball would most likely start left of target, depending on how close that was to the target line. So if we're able to gain an understanding of where our face is relative to target line at impact, we're going to have some control and have some ability to then hopefully change where we're seeing our ball start. And a great drill for you guys to do when you're out on the course, out on the range, if sometimes on the range it's not too easy, but for me here, I've got a bit of grass, what I can do is pop a cane in the ground relative with my target line now. And if I were to hit some shots, taking dead aim at the cane, normally we'd have it sort of 10 to 15 yards out in front of us. What I can do is hit some shots and see where the ball starts relative to my target line. So as I've hit that one, just started a little bit left of target, started left of the cane as I've hit it. Let's just hit another one now. Yeah, another one going a little bit left. So I would presume, given that both of my balls have started left of my target line, my face was close to target as I came to impact it, which is pretty standard for me. I tend to have a slightly closed face coming into impact. Now, the second key feature that we're going to talk about is the club direction, the way the club head is swinging relative to that target line. So again, if we had a straight line, is that club traveling from the outside of the target and moving it in? Is it coming from the inside of the target and moving across it, or is it coming from in and back in as we hit it? Now, there's 3 club paths there. Generally, 75% of the people I tend to teach have the first one that I mentioned and out to it, and you would generally see that from someone who would get a little bit casty from the top, see the club head out in front of their hands as they come down in the downswing and moving from outside the ball to inside the golf ball there. Now, when we match up where the club face was aiming to our target line and where the club direction is relative to our target line, we'll get 1/3 factor. The club face and the club path relationship. What are those two looking like? Because I might have a path now, like myself, someone who has a slightly closed face relative to target line, but then has an open face relative to club path. So what I mean by that, it's actually swinging, let's say, a degree left of my target, but generally my path is about 2.5 degrees left of target. So that leaves us a variance of 1.5 degrees, and that's what is going to cause the curvature on my golf ball. The face has sent it a little bit left because it was looking left at impact of the target, and now my path was actually even further left of that, so then that's going to add in a little bit of curve because I'm cutting across the ball a little bit. So the greater the number between the face and path, this is when we're going to see more curvature. So if we can try and get those both as close together as possible, and the great thing, you know, if you go to coaching lessons now, or even some people have their own Flightscopes, TrackMans, GC2s, there's all this data available to us. But if not, we can still do it just by this, you know, method. You'll be able to understand what you are doing with your golf swing. And like I say, if we can understand it, hopefully we can start to hit some better shots. A bit like that one, that was half decent for me. So, guys, very two simple points there for you. Where is your club face aiming at impact relative to your target line? And what direction is your club head swinging relative to your target line at impact? If we can figure those two things out, we should be able to, hopefully, like I say, get them a little bit more neutralized and hopefully hit some straighter, closer to target shots and bring your scores down. Guys, if this video is going to help you here, or you think it's going to help you, give that like button a hit for me. Also, leave a comment down below if you think you know what you've got. Let me know what you think you've got, or if you want any further help with it. Also, if you do want to come and see me in person to have a look at your golf swing, all the information for the Trafford Centre Golf Academy is down below here, so give me a call there and I'll be more than happy to help. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon with another video.